Hi, this is eebtarot, two E's and a B tarot. I'll be reading for the sign of Aquarius. It's for anywhere you have Aquarius in your chart. It's a timeless reading. I think that's it. If I remember something I didn't say, I'll say it in the reading. What is it that Aquarius needs to know that can benefit them? What is it that can benefit Aquarius at this time? Oh, I've already pre-shuffled the deck as well prior to the start of the reading. What is it that Aquarius needs to know? Also, I'm picking up on Gemini energy. There may be a group of Aquariuses where you're like double air, like you know what I mean? Like you have air and one of the three major placements, like the sun, moon, or rising. Or maybe, yeah, I'm not really feeling the Venus air, but it feels like you have like a air rising and a air sun, or an air sun and an air moon, or a Gemini moon. You know what I'm saying? What is it that can benefit Aquarius right now? So you have the Hanged One, major for Pisces, and Five of Pentacles. Something's happening with you right now, Aquarius, where you feel like you are out of touch with something. Like you can't quite put your finger on what's off. Or why things just aren't going smoother or to plan. With the Five of Pentacles, which is earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You could be dealing with someone who's an earth sign, and you guys are kind of giving each other space or distance to figure some things out. And if that's not the case, then if you are dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, you're still engaging with them, like you're still interacting with them. It's not a, what do you call that? It's not a no contact situation. If it's not a situation where if it's a situation where you are still in contact and you're interacting with this person, then you're I want to make sure I say it right. You are wanting to engage with them in a more productive way. So you may be trying to like brainstorm alternative forms and approaches so that it's less controversial or problematic. You know what I mean? If you, Aquarius, are wondering what space you should be in right now, like, you know what I mean, in terms of whether or not you're on track. If you're in a space of reflection and maybe it's to gain clarity and sidestep some like nagging, heavy, like jaded or slighted energy, then you're doing the right thing. Whenever your spirit kind of gets mucky like that, like the one of the best things that you can do is just to reflect. You know what I mean? To allow a solitary space for you to genuinely connect with your perception versus outward perception, and to kind of make sense of the different voices. You know what I mean? What else for Aquarius? The Chariot in reverse, that's major for Cancer. Something's not moving forward. It's not, and you could have quite possibly, if this is a person you're dealing with, then you could have met them like sooner rather than later. Like maybe not necessarily someone you've known forever, but if this is someone you've known forever, then the relationship just isn't growing. It's not moving forward. And it could be because there's a person that's just negative, and it's like becoming overwhelming trying to navigate them and whatever it is that they're processing, you know what I'm saying, and how they view situations. Like it's burdensome, you know. There may also be, for those of you who this is not a person and this is a circumstance or a situation, you have maybe a move. You wanted to purchase a new home and you were looking to move into that home, and maybe something happened with the deal, or there's more documents that are needed, more paperwork. And so there's a delay in the process. Or you just have to, continue to keep looking because for whatever reason, that particular house it's again, it's mucky or something right now. There may be a group of you where you have the desire to go on a vacation and maybe just finances aren't really syncing up the way you'd like them to. And so you're trying to figure out a game plan or get a better handle on your finances. This could also be like a situation if you weren't purchasing a home, moving into an apartment or something where something or someone has prevented you from being approved. This could be maybe your finances. Like I said, like you have to make a certain amount per month in order to be approved, and they're saying that it's not meeting the standard. What else for Aquarius? What else? I can benefit Aquarius. What else can Aquarius know that they can benefit them right now? Four of Swords, air energy. That's you, Aquarius. Yeah, Four of Swords, that's the energy where you you know what I said, like it's something that's kind of mucky or not sitting well with you, or it's a delay, or there's something that's just not going to plan for you, Aquarius. Whether it be the progression of a relationship, effective connection and communication with another person, or a move or some sort of elevation is just not, it's not where it needs to be, or you haven't gotten the response that you are wanting or looking for. And the Four of Swords is a little stress or anxiety. But it wasn't until this Four of Swords came out that I don't think this is something that you should worry about. If there is a delay and the person is not, maybe you want them to speak to like a practitioner or a professional based on how you've interacted with them. Like you're looking at them like, I think you should see somebody. You know what I'm saying? If that's not clicking for them, and because there are no wands, right? There are no wands here. So there's an action that's not materializing. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that's creating the delay, if it's a person and you've given them the best advice you can give in terms of letting them know, look, here's where I stand, and I need you to meet me here, and because I'm doing my best to meet you. And if that ain't happening, then what are we doing? You know what I mean? I think the delay is giving you space to really reflect, but it's not meant for you to reflect and get anxious and freaked out and psych yourself out of whatever it is that you're pursuing. I have a feeling that as I'm going to pull at least 2 more cards, I would say. I'll pull 2 more. But there's something in me feeling like they're going to be positive. Like it's going to be the other side of whatever this is that has you practicing patience. You know what I mean? 2, last 2 to close out for Aquarius. Last 2 to close out for Aquarius. What can benefit them right now? What can they know to benefit them right now? Aquarius. Okay, you have the 7 of Swords, but it came out reversed. And the 6 of Swords, which also came out reversed. I'm going to turn them upright so that my brain processes it properly. The 7 of Swords talks about something that you are not clear on, something that's not, and if it's not you missing clarity, it's you not wanting that. You don't want negative engagement. You don't want hostility. So you're like working your brain overtime to try to outthink the situation. You want positive results, right? Seven of Swords in the reverse is like the things you're trying aren't working. The things you're trying aren't working. And 6 of Swords in reverse is, again, stagnancy, no movement. So these are just confirmation of, again, that Hanged One and the 5 of Pentacles. Aquarius, what else? 2 more. Haha. Look. 8 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Now, this is a thick stack that just fell out my hand. Look at this. I'm not taking all that. But I'll take the first two. Right? And we'll put those back because that's what I asked for. Perfection. So, 8 of Cups, right? It's a glare, sorry. 8 of Cups. It aligns with the Chariot in reverse because the Chariot in reverse speaks of stagnancy, delay, something not moving, right? It's paused. 8 of Cups speaks of movement. 6 of Swords was in the reverse. That's stuck, right? But you're going from the 6 of Swords to the 8 of Cups. So whatever this reason was for the delay, it was intentional. It was purposeful. It was necessary. Either for you to see something that you're maybe not really, 7 of Swords, wanting to really accept or engage with. 6 of Swords in the reverse, like you, and it's like there's this hesitation, sort of fear to walk away. Like if I do, then you know what, or maybe you're unable to. Like I said, there's something stopping you from making a move or moving to the next level with this person. But 8 of Cups says I'm leaving this mindset, right? I'm leaving this circumstance, I'm leaving this situation, whatever that is, and you don't really want to. You don't want to, but Ace of Pentacles, Earth energy, Cups is water energy, again, with the Chariot, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But with the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, that's saying that even though I don't really want to have to make this choice, being the Aquarius I am, I will do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is me speaking from Aquarius. I myself am not one, but at least not in my major placements. Ace of Pentacles is a financial gift from the universe. This is a financial gift from the universe, from God, like something you've prayed for. And maybe you're questioning, God, if I put so much prayer into this, why is it not manifesting? Why is it not coming into fruition? But once you receive it, understand that it will be better than the initial expectation. This is God just wanting you to practice not being afraid to get out of the way. Ace of Pentacles is divine intervention and order, and God wanting to secure you in your position. So even though things may seem uncomfortable or a little anxiety inducing and annoying, this is a cycle, and like every other cycle, you're going to cycle through it. You're going to process things the way you are specifically intended to process them. And anything that is no longer for that greater elevation will be left where it is. To be honest, this delay may be coming in because you're holding on to something that needs to be let go. And God can't move you until you let it go. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, that's 6 of Pentacles. That's either someone is going to step up where you were given a no, and God's going to bring somebody into your path that says yes, you know, or you're going to be so independently financially secure or independently grounded and foundationally secure that you'll have enough for yourself and to give to others. I told you that I feel like this reading was going to close out in a way where this is all for a reason. This is not doomsday for you, Aquarius. The process of this reflection and escaping this lack mentality and being on pause and being in your own head, because Aquarius, your air energy, so you have a tendency to live in your own head and find that is the safest space for you. But confiding in someone you trust and seeking help and allowing help to be received by you will definitely be beneficial for you. Don't stress yourself about, maybe there are some things that people don't know and you've been like keeping it under wraps, you know what I mean? You've been holding it together silently, like silently suffering and feeling like you're never going to get out of this situation. But that is completely not true. Seven of Swords, Six of Swords in reverse. I see that it has been quite chaotic for you, even if it's just internally, you know what I mean? And where you're moving the act of movement is not easy. So use this time of delay to rest so that once that movement does happen, there's no pause to even consider looking back over that shoulder. You, baby, all they gonna see is the bottom of your shoes and the dust from you getting out of Dodge. But Ace of Pentacles is confirmation that whatever it is that you feel like you don't have, you do. It's just not to you yet. And this isn't going to be a long yet. This is, I think, once something shifts with you, then the universe will shift. Once you move, then in the appropriate way where you're not bringing things with you that can't go with you, you know what I mean? Then your movement will happen. This is your reading, Aquarius. If it resonates, like, share, subscribe. Let me know how it connects with you. And I'm grateful that you took the time to watch. And if you are a subscriber, I appreciate you. Any new viewers, if this resonates, again, please subscribe. I'll be posting more videos for your sign and the other signs pretty consistently. I'm trying to stay at least doing this several times a week. You know what I mean? All right. Thank you so much. Be well, be blessed.